She says it's a great day. And people often say, is it always a great day? It sure is, and if you don't believe it, you just try missing one of them.
Good morning, and welcome to It's a Great Day for Business Atlanta. I'd like to introduce Louis Agudo.
Louis Agudo, yes.
From Open Door Insurance.
Sure.
And Michael Laidlaw from Good Food, Good Fuel. And we're here to talk to you today a little bit about energy and business and food. And we're going to kind of wrap it all together so you can understand just how much every aspect of our lives and everything that we do, if it's funneled in the right direction, can really show us results. Now, Michael, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
You are the founder of Good Food, Good Fuel.
That's correct.
You've worked with a national leading natural food supermarket for over 10 years in the Atlanta area.
Correct.
And you have a statement that you make all the time, and I'd like you to explain that a little bit to our audience. You always say, invest in your pantry and not in your medicine cabinet.
Right.
Can you expound on that for business owners and laymen alike?
Sure.
What that means?
Sure. Well, when I talk to people, we talk a lot about different numbers and statistics and different things, and really to boil it all down and to make people think about it in a simple way, I ask them, I say, do you want to invest in your pantry or do you want to invest in your medicine cabinet? And what I mean by that is, last time I checked, about 85% of Americans who filed for bankruptcy did so because of medical reasons. Not because they went to Vegas and blew their life savings or bought swampland in Florida, but because of medical reasons. Much of that is heart related. Heart surgeries, for example, can cost $100,000 or more. And even if you have insurance that covers 80% of that, 20% of $100,000 is still a big chunk of money. So, whether you do it consciously or subconsciously, you're going to invest in one of those two things. If you invest in your pantry, that just means you're investing in your food and your life, and you're using that as your medicine. Kind of like what Hippocrates said thousands of years ago, let food be thy medicine. And so that's what I'm looking at when I say, do you want to invest in your pantry or your medicine cabinet?
And what is the value in that? How does that help us by investing in our pantry?
Well, it helps in lots of different ways. As a business person, it certainly would help because it's going to provide you with more energy, more mental clarity, the ability to take on stress. Stress is a lot of different things, but it also includes nutritional stress. And if you're stressing your body nutritionally, that's going to have an effect on you. One analogy that we talked about earlier was, let's say, for example, you own racehorses. That's your business. And you're going to invest in those racehorses. You're going to feed them properly. You're going to make sure they're taken care of and get enough to drink and sleep and all those kinds of things. Well, think of yourself and your business as your racehorse. You need to invest in yourself and give yourself proper nutrition so that you can keep doing what you need to do. Deal with some of those 12-hour work days and those kinds of things. So it's really, and that's kind of how I came up with the name Good Food, Good Fuel, is that, you should let your food be your fuel to fuel you, whatever you're doing, whether you're an athlete or a business person or a mom raising 3 kids, whatever it might be, food is a very important way to fuel your body.
It just seems though there's a discrepancy between the medical community and what you do. Because the fact is, you go in, you get tested, you have high blood pressure, here's a pill. I wish there was some more synergy between what you do and what the medical community does.
It's coming. It's making its way. One of the things that I do to sort of educate myself and inform myself is I have a TV set up in front of my elliptical, so I pop in a documentary and watch that and get informed. There's lots of different doctors out there doing things now. Not as many as you said, like we should have, but there are lots of folks out there who are coming on board. The challenge is that doctors are not taught nutrition in medical school. They're taught very little of that. And that's really the first thing that they should be taught. We're really talking about the wrong thing when we talk about healthcare in this country. We're talking about how to pay for certain medicines and things like that. We should be talking about how to avoid even taking those medicines. And the way to do that is through your diet, through proper nutrition and an American diet, and what that's all about.
Oh no, I even see that in my children's schools.
Right.
In the cafeteria.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Yeah, and it's not, and they're not, when you walk down that food line, nutrition is not at work. It's money and subsidies that are at work. It's the milk farmers, the dairy farmers are being subsidized and those kinds of things. They're not interested in nutrition. They're interested in in money, basically, is all it is how to save a buck and those kinds of things, which is unfortunate because, you know, right now they say that this next generation is going to be the first generation to not outlive their parents. They'll live less than their parents did. So it's unfortunate. We need to start there too as well with kids.
So it's time for a change all the way around in Atlanta. Armida, and Michael will come back and visit with you in a little bit, and you'll have a demonstration for
That's
us.
some great food for you.
Absolutely wonderful.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.